Good afternoon, everybody. It is 2 o'clock Eastern Time here. My name is Joey Catalano, and you guys are joining in to the webinar here, one of many in our series. This one is on how to drive restaurant delivery sales with your smart Wi-Fi. My name is Joey Catalano. I am one of the account executives here at GoZone Wi-Fi. Joined with me is our marketing enthusiast, Asa, who will be manning the chat. So feel free to chat through, let him know you're here. And if you should have any questions at all throughout our webinar here or even afterwards, feel free to reach out to him or myself. So let's get started. Here is today's agenda. Some of the topics for discussion that we're going to be touching on here at a very high level is what exactly is restaurant delivery service, or RDS? Some questions for you to ponder as it could pertain to either your business or businesses to which that you work with. Why RDS? What's making this a big deal in today's society? Some quick stats on restaurant delivery services. And then what is smart Wi-Fi and how can you drive revenue, how can you drive revenue through our smart Wi-Fi service with the restaurant deliveries? Something to consider as we go through this webinar here. The first is, what is my restaurant delivery service strategy? Now, this can mean a wide variety of different things. How are you incorporating this into your day-to-day structure? How are you incorporating this with your staff? Are you staffing properly to make up for kind of any counterbalance that restaurant delivery services may have on your business? Secondly, what marketing tools are you using to promote RDS? For example, are you using one that might be like smart Wi-Fi? Are you sending out flyers? Do you have little pop-up table tent displays on your tables for your guests to look at? Maybe you have a drive-through. In that drive-through, do you have any items that showcase that you are a member of an RDS service? And then finally, what tools do you currently have or may need to drive more RDS sales? First off, if there is a basic question that you might have, if you're one of the very few that haven't encountered restaurant delivery services, well, here is a list of some of them that are out there. For example, there's Uber Eats, which is one of the very big dogs out there. There's Postmates, there's Bite Squad, DoorDash, and a lot of companies right now are really trying to have their own in-house. They're choosing to opt out through the third party and keep it in-house. So some of those examples, if you think of, are kind of like the Panera Breads, your traditional, mom and pop pizza delivery store, or actually there's some of the Bloomin' brand companies that are out there right now, the Outback and the Carrabba's. They're choosing to do it all in-house. And there are, I'm sure, many, many more options that are out there that are up and coming in today's world. Now, what makes RDS important? And this is a very, very big piece here for a lot of restaurants and those who are thinking of you incorporating it and those that are. The first is convenience. Long gone are the days where you have to put pants on a Saturday morning and leave the house, go be in public, be around people, and purchase food, whether it be dine in or carry out. RDS is very simple. You could be at the comfort of your own home, pull your phone out, and simply press 3-4 clicks, order that breakfast for yourself or that dinner for yourself. You don't have to leave the house and somebody brings it to you. Very, very convenient. Second, which I just alluded to, is the ease of use. If you have a smartphone, or even if you just have access to the internet, you could simply go online to one of those many websites and take a look at the menu, choose what you would like through that menu, and simply order your food that way, and it will be delivered to your doorstep. The third piece is a minimal barrier of entry. And this works both ways for the consumer as well as the restaurateur. Companies such as Bite Squad and Uber Eats make it so simple to the point where you simply go online, go through the registration as a restaurateur, and Uber Eats will set up the hardware and the device for you. And this way, you just find ways to incorporate that whether through a third-party system or through your own internal system to set up the RDS for your kitchen staff and your front counter team. And then the barrier to entry for the consumer end, which we all know, is you either download that app or you simply go to the website. The fourth piece on why it's important is there's an expectation. As we're going to be alluding to in the next couple of stats here and slides, you're going to see that consumers now are not only looking at RDS as an option, they're looking at it as a requirement for your business. They want the option to either go to your location or have your location come to you. And finally, very important, the added revenue component that RDS will bring to your business. There are many restaurateurs that we work with here at Go's Own Wi-Fi, and they'll say, Joey, 10% of my sales on the low end, all the way up to sometimes 25, even 30% of their sales are done through RDS. And it's vital that since such a big portion of your sales, sometimes upwards of 30% of your sales, is done through RDS, it's vital that you're utilizing tools, whether in-house, out-of-house, third parties, or even through Smart Wi-Fi to be able to promote that message. Some quick stats to touch on. First, which I'm sure everyone's well aware of, is the growing trend of RDS. Currently, 1 in 5 people are ordering RDS at least once a week. Of those people that are ordering, roughly 56% of all food deliveries are done by young adults. And this is very vital as those young adults all have access to a smartphone or some form of a Wi-Fi enabled device. Competition. It's not just you versus your neighbor anymore. Long gone are the days where just on that street to which your restaurant's on, are you worried about competition to your left, to your right, or in your immediate circle, or even upwards of a 5-mile radius from where you're at? Now you have to be worried about every player in the game, not only in your neighborhood, but even in your extended neighborhood as well. There have been a lot of stats to show that companies, and millennials specifically, will not order from you if you're not listed on that Uber Eats platform or if you're not listed on that Bite Squad platform. They'll just simply scroll till they'll see what they want instead of you and go that route. The other piece there too, and this is very important, is the increasing sales that RDS is providing to companies. Some estimates will place the revenue from RDS jumping anywhere from 10% to 20% over the last 5 years. And this is a staggering bit of market share that's expanding as every day, month, and year is going by. And most market trends and analysis see that percentage is going higher and higher as every year goes by. A couple of other more quick stats with RDS. A very big international corporation there, the McDonald's Corporation, has stated that RDS sales have been strongest during their weaker times, second and third shift. Now, for those restaurateurs that are out there, will tell you that always during that 2 to 4 slump, that they're always trying to find ways to increase sales during that time. And especially the dreaded post-dinner rush, where it'll be from that 8 p.m. time to sometimes close if you close from 10 to midnight, where sometimes you'll see the sales dramatically fall off there, and you're at that crossroads of, should I cut back on my labor cost, or should I roll the dice and hope that more sales drum up, or even maybe you hit the jackpot in that bus, or that large group of consumers or guests will show up. This is allowing those people that may be on the fence about wanting to go out, but may not want to put clothes on, they want to sit on the couch, they can have that food brought to them with the ease and not having to worry about leaving the house. This is very important in helping those second and third shifts. Another big piece is the competition piece there as well. As noted, more than 80% of publicly traded restaurants in the company are currently undergoing testing or have incorporated RDS options into their platform. Now, this is very important, as if you're one of those pieces now, it's more so if you can't beat them, join them at their own game. Be on a level playing field with these bigger companies. And lastly, and this is one of the neatest pieces that I learned while undergoing my research into RDS and through the last couple of years here, is that breakfast delivery sales through RDS platforms have been on the steady rise over the last 7 years. This is very important as the breakfast wars in the restaurant world have been heating up over the last decade. I'm sure that you've seen a lot more fast casual companies or even quick service companies really pump a lot of their marketing money into the breakfast portion of the day. So not only is that becoming a big market, a big and growing market piece right now as far as breakfast sales are, RDS programs are allowing those breakfast sales to grow and grow in turn of making it so those guests that just got out of bed, they don't necessarily have the time nor desire to stop in that drive-through or walk in. They can have those breakfast items delivered to them. Now, since we have a leveled playing field and knowledge on what RDS is, let's take a step and take a look at what Smart Wi-Fi is. Smart Wi-Fi is the suite that comprises of 3 of our platforms here at GoZone Wi-Fi. And Smart Wi-Fi, as we define it, is a cloud-based system that transforms Wi-Fi networks into revenue-generating machines through deep analytics, marketing, and advertising. And we do that a couple of different ways here, but for the purposes of our talk here on how to really utilize that smart Wi-Fi to push your RDS sales, we're going to focus on our marketing for Wi-Fi platform. So there's 4 different ways that you can increase those sales through this smart Wi-Fi. The first is utilizing our guest flow. The second is utilizing our landing page. The third is utilizing our smart email platform. And the fourth is leveraging the Twitter campaigns through our smart Wi-Fi. The first is utilizing the guest flow. Now, what you see here is an example of our now famous Mama Sauce Pizza restaurant, which we created. If you've done some demos with us, you're very well aware of our company here. What is powerful that GoZone does have very unique to them is the ability to have these multiple pages leading up to the ability to have those guests log in through the Wi-Fi. This is what we call the guest flow. Now, what is very powerful about GoZone Wi-Fi is not only do you have the ability to customize these particular pages here, but you can customize these whenever you like. And you can put whatever verbiage and messaging that you would like on this. And as we all know, that is done through the drag and drop builder. If you see here, the first slide there on the guest flow, you can use that to promote your restaurant delivery option. A lot of the times people may not utilize you through an RDS program because they're not familiar with the fact that you actually do offer that program. The second piece too is not the second page too there you can see is, we're offering that RDS, that pitch there that, hey, we do offer it. The second page there, as you can see, is, hey, maybe if you don't want the delivery, if you enjoy coming in and you enjoy the experience that Mama Sauce Pizza gives you when you dine in, hey, here is our current special. Here's our LTO, our limited time offer. And then, of course, the third page there is ultimately where your guests will sign into the Wi-Fi through our captive portal. Very powerful piece there. Right here is a clickable link that you'll be able to use to take a look at another sample guest flow from our company, Ben's Burger. This is done through our online splash page where you yourself will be able to take a look and experience the power that the guest flow can leverage. So not only can you see that in action and kind of think to yourself, how will this relate to my business? But you'll be able to toy around with it yourself and press some buttons and take a look at it as a whole. The second piece there, which we did note on how to leverage the smart Wi-Fi, is utilizing your landing page redirect. Now, the landing page comes right after that captive portal login where you put your social media, you put that Facebook, that Twitter, that Instagram information in. Once you press connect, it will send them to any URL that you would like it to be. And for us here on the examples that we provide, the 2 that we would recommend is either have it be either your company's website page or have it be one of these RDS pages. So this way, not only do you have that touch point that, hey, we deliver, But on your landing page, you can have it be to the website to where you want your guests to order that food from, whether it be one of those companies that we recommended or the Uber Eats or the DoorDash there. So it's just another touch point and another nudge. So this way, a week from now, a month from now, when that guest is thinking, hey, where should I eat from? Maybe they'll say, hey, remember that we just found out Mama Sauce Pizza, they're on DoorDash now? Let's take a look and see if they'll deliver to us. Or let's take a look and see that wait time, how long it would take for them to get to us. The third component of our program, which you can utilize if you're not already, are the smart emails. These right here are very underutilized a lot of the times. One piece that I always recommend to our clients and even potential future clients is the fact to leverage these smart emails. I always say that our program, the Smart Wi-Fi, is like a toy chest. There's many different toys in there. Sometimes you want to play with these toys once in a while. Sometimes you want to play with those toys. But there are different toys in there for different occasions. With our Smart Wi-Fi emails, you can set up these automated triggered emails to be sent out. And in those, you can create whatever imaging and messaging you would like to convey over to those guests. The first that we want to showcase here is the thank you for visiting email. This right here would be sent out, and ideally you would want to send this out either 1 minute after the guest connects for the first time or upwards of 24 to 48 hours after a guest initially connects. This would reach out to them and say, hey, thanks so much for coming into Mama Sauce Pizza. We know that time is very precious, and sometimes you may not have the time to come visit us here. If you want to click on this link here, it will direct you to our online ordering platform where you can order food and it will be to you within an hour or whatever time frame you set there. Very, very important piece to leverage there. Another example of a smart Wi-Fi email is the We Miss You email. These are set up to be triggered out after whatever time frame you would like to which your guest has not come back in and reconnected to your Wi-Fi. So let's say, for example, our marketing enthusiast, Asa here, it's been 30 days since he's been to Mama Sauce Pizza. Our program, which is a shame, our program, after 30 days, will register that he has not reconnected and send out an email to him. Say, hi, Asa, we miss you. It's been quite some time since we've seen you. Understand you're busy. Hey, you know what? Click below on the link here, and this will send you to our delivery site for you to order our food to be delivered to you. So this way, not only can our program be utilized in-house, but it also can be utilized to help push and nudge those guests that may not have that time or margin to visit your location to order online. Very, very powerful tools there as well. The other piece too, to which our program can help leverage those RDS sales is through our Twitter campaigns. Now, as you see here, our program does have the other two options, and that's either the SMS campaign, which we do offer. That is another route to help nudge those guests back, either back into your location or have them order through the delivery platform, as well as those email triggered campaigns. But what a lot of our clients don't know is you can actually set up that tweet campaign, if you will, to send out those tweets to your guests and help nudge them to order through RDS or come back into your location that way. So there's many different touch points and many different tools that you can leverage through us to help either drive those RDS sales or bring them back in. Now, let's say you've listened to all of this and you're wondering, you say, hey, Joey, I have some restaurant clients that would love this. Or you say, hey, Joey, I myself am a restaurateur and I would be really interested in learning more and learning how these tools can better affect me and help generate revenue for my business. Well, we're here to help out. Myself, as well as the rest of the sales team, is always happy to help answer these questions for you. If you're wondering to yourself, hey, you know what? I'm not really sure what my current RDS strategy is. Heck, I might not even have one. Or if you're saying, hey, you know what? I'm not sure what marketing tools are available, or even if yours might be the best fit for me. And then finally, hey, I have all these guests that are dining in, and maybe you are in the position of where you have a good problem and too many people are coming into your business, and you're running out of table space there, which, as we all know, would be an amazing problem to have. And you say, hey, I'm trying to find ways to help push these guests to, have it delivered to them and help take that business out of house and bring it to their house. These are all very, very valid and valuable pain points. Feel free to reach out to us here at GoZone Wi-Fi, and we're happy to schedule a consultation to review any of these with you. Now, that's it for our presentation here on how to leverage RDS sales through our Smart Wi-Fi platform. I have Asa on the chat here who will be live with us for the next 10 to 15 minutes. But let's say you're interested in having a little bit more intimate dialogue or a little bit more personal one-on-one consultation. Myself and the sales team is always here to help. Here's my contact information. And that's about it here. So on behalf of GoZone Wi-Fi, we'd like to thank you for tuning in to today's webinar. We hope you learned something. Hope there's some takeaways there. And once again, feel free to reach out if we can help at any point. Thanks again.